Imagine living in an area where within a 24-hour period, morning or night, you are shaken out of your bed by loud freight train horns. Residents living near railroad crossings experience these loud noises throughout New Jersey and across the country. Under former Linden mayor administrations, these loud freight train horns were the norm. Some 7th Ward residents moved out of the area, some continue to have sleep disorders, while others complained to anyone in authority that would listen. After contacting Mayor Armstead's office, he went to action trying to resolve these loud freight horn noises to improve the quality of life for 7th Ward residents.
Just like to thank all those involved, particularly our councilperson Ralph Strano for all his efforts, the residents of the 7th Ward who insisted that we make something happen, and we did. No longer will they have to suffer or endure the noise that was occurring in the middle of the nights, disturbing their families.
Hi, my name is Judy Mcarthy, and I'm a resident of the 7th Ward. I was part of the committee to spearhead this area becoming a quiet zone because, unfortunately, the trains by federal law had to beep their horns when they arrived at a crossing. The problem with that is that they beep their horns at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. This kept the residents up, and they've done studies to show that if you do not get the proper sleep over a period of time, you're at risk for doing things like driving vehicles and having accidents. The worst scenario for our neighborhood was that a family with an autistic child ended up having to move out because when at 3 o'clock in the morning the train whistle went, the child would wake up screaming down their halls. And because we couldn't give them a timeline, they couldn't go through that any longer and had to leave. The good news is that today we are going to be cutting the ribbon for the quiet zone for Ward 7.
We were having a problem with trains crossing here at Lower Road. And by law, they were required to blow the horn with 4 blasts before they would cross at an at-grade crossing. And the quiet zone basically is the relieves the railroad of the responsibility of sounding the horn 4 blasts before they cross. And of course, in order to get that accomplished, there has to be an upgrade to the crossing. So here, as you can see behind me, there's a barrier that keeps vehicles from trying to go around the crossing gates. And essentially that, and there's other issues that are details that are required by the Federal Railroad Administration. We were able to accomplish that with the help of Phillp 66 and the city engineer, Federal Railroad Administration, and Todd Hirsch from the New Jersey Department of Transportation Railroad Division, and of course our city government, and under our Mayor Armstead's administration, we were able to accomplish this goal.
We, Phillp 66, are very happy to be part of this project, and we appreciate the opportunity. We talk in the refinery that we want to be the top Northeast refinery, admired for our people, performance, and commitment to the community. And today is an example of our commitment to the community, because it's essentially our license to operate, and we're hopeful that a project like this will improve the quality of life for our neighbors in the 7th Ward.
You have to replace the safety measure of sounding the horn with other upgrades, and that's what the city has done. And the engineer may blow in an emergency situation, but the routine sounding of the horn will be stopping here at this crossing.
I'd like to say thank you to the mayor, to the city of Linden, and to Phillp 66, and all the wonderful residents of Ward 7 who got behind this project to finally let people have a quiet zone.
We are certainly glad that Ralph Strano and this administration took action to move this thing forward.
Working with 7th Ward Councilman Ralph Strano and the residents, the Linden Fire, Police, Engineering, and DPW departments, Federal Railroad Administration, New Jersey and Federal Department of Transportation, and of course our corporate partner, Phillp 66, put up more than $100,000 at no cost to the Linden taxpayers. Today, these entities came together to celebrate the newly established 24-hour quiet zone in the 7th Ward.